demand that employers with the ability to pay should pay a living wage so all workers can live with dignity. It's absolutely atrocious in the 6th richest economy in the world that we have people relying on food banks, and we're calling on all politicians to accept that we have to have a change in our society, and we have to make sure that working people get a wage that they can live on.
Ritzy workers show the way!
Organise for decent pay!
Ritzy workers show the way!
Organise for decent pay!
Ritzy workers show the way!
Organise for decent pay!
KFC, hear us say!
0 hours, no way!
What do we want?
£10 an hour!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
£10 an hour!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
£10 an hour!
When do we want it?
Now!
Subway bosses, hear us say! Workers' rights and decent pay!
Subway buses hear us say!
Workers' rights and decent pay!
Subway buses hear us say!
Workers' rights and decent pay!
A woman who came to us who was pregnant, who'd done a 12-hour shift, who approached her employer and said, you know, I'm starting to struggle because obviously I'm on my feet for 12 hours in a shift. And her employer said, well, if you can't work, well, don't come back until you're fit and capable of doing so. I mean, those are the type of employment practices that this fast food industry has adopted. And we believe that people should be able, you know, whether they work in McDonald's, whether they work, you know, anywhere in this country, should be able to live in dignity. You know, the number of people on 0 hours contracts and who can't rely on an amount of hours each week, and obviously because they work in the fast food industry, most of these employers also have age-related pay, which means they're on a youth rate. Now, if you can imagine somebody living on a youth rate with no guaranteed hours, who are having to find that they're unable to meet their rent, you know, demands at the end of the week or buy food, they're quite horrific stories that we get told on a daily basis by the people who work in the fast food industry.
The average fast food wage for a worker working in fast food is £5 an hour, but we know that companies like McDonald's are raking in absolutely massive profits.
The minimum wage of £10 an hour would mean that 5 million working people would immediately be taken out of poverty.
McDonald's bosses, hear us say!
0 hours, no way!
Action, and this led to them winning a 26% pay rise. We can't win, join the union and fight back.